Hey folks, David here with another video, and we are now on day 5 of this Christmas challenge. My apologies about last night. Yeah, it was just way too late to get anything sensible up. Hope you'll bear with me because it is hopefully going to be a far better one today. It's actually quite strange because part of what today's one is going to be covering is a little bit of that sort of behind the scenes look that I said that I would give you. Kind of how the sausage is made for a small YouTuber, and I've actually got another camera over there that is filming this, so you can actually see me filming. It'll make sense, I'm sure. If not, just consider me to have silently gone mad in the corner. Before I crack on with today's crafting, many thanks to those people who have subscribed. We are now less than 60 away from my target of 500 whole subscribers by the end of the year. Please, if it's your first time here, do the honours. There is a load of stuff on the channel and some of it's got to be useful, and there's more stuff coming out, and certainly there will be over the course of December. But we need to crack on with the crafting challenge, so let's go and find out tonight's target. And if I am right, this is tonight's star victim. Oh, grief, you're heavy. Alright, that's the kit I'm going to be attacking. Tabletop Scenic, Infinity Business District. Looks like an awful lot of models there. No wonder it was so heavy. So yeah, this is where I do the glamour shots. As you can see, it's still set up from last night's picture of those Drukhari. Ring light at the front, just pop the cell phone on the stand. Green screens there in the background. And yeah, set the miniatures up in front of it. Normally, this would be our D&D table, which is why it's set out with the flagstones on the grid pattern. Yeah, and there's the position that I would normally be filming from. I'll show you doing some of that in just a second. Oh, those Drukhari have snuck in again. I've got to get those moved out of the way before I sit down. And here I am in full flight with the main camera rig, doing basically the intro to this video. For camera buffs, I'm not 100% certain what model it is. I know it's a Lumix camera, it's the wife's one. I believe vloggers tend to use Canon for some reason, and I certainly know that that's one of the brands that the flat earthers tend to prefer. The reason why it's a Lumix is because the father-in-law is a scientist. He has to take an awful lot of photos. He had a Lumix and he swore by them, so the wife followed suit. You know, good advice from a relative, and he was using it in a professional capacity. Get on with it! Alright, let's crack this pack open and see what's the story. Right, plastic piece, which is for sort of like the ornament in the centre. Oh, okay. Ah, no, it's a back-end film. All right, that's okay. That comes off. For some reason, I thought it was, you know, a different colour on the front and back, because since it's supposed to be a 3D object, I wouldn't have expected that. Okay, no real idea what they are. Okay, instructions. No. 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 Alright, it looks as if I am going to have to go and use some Google Foo. Top and bottom, quick recap. Yes, I found the instructions online. TT Combat and that product number there did actually give us a downloadable manual, and I've had a quick look at it. And that comes to the second gripe. On the instruction manual, there are no part numbers. There are no part numbers, you know, even though they can put that product number there and, you know, tell you how many sheets there are. They could at least, you know, put a little number next to the part so that you can tie it back to the diagram. I did get a couple of pieces already cut out. I need 3 more sets like that, 4 in total. And I have already found out that you do need a bit of help with a craft knife, certainly on this big first part. It is very stiff.
Oh, behave.
Come on.
That's what she said.
Alright, yeah, not clean at all. I'm definitely going to have to do some cleanup on these. Alright, I'll get the rest of the pieces cut out. I did find them. I also need all 4 of these pieces as well for the first section. Well, first 4 sections, then they join together. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned all of these funny looking bits. Apparently these are seats. Certainly helps when you look at the instructions when you finally find them. Getting these off the sprue was a bit of a mission, and yeah, very raggy. Obviously they've done a reasonable job in only using a small amount of joins to that sort of master frame, but I am going to have to go over those with a craft knife and some fine sandpaper, certainly along areas like this, because you can tell from the tabs that there's another piece supposed to go on top of that, and that raggy bit which is sticking up proud is, you know, going to throw the whole model off skew, plus the fact that my fingers are absolutely aching. So I will get the cleanup done off camera, but in terms of filming actual construction, that is probably it for the night, because there is far more in the way of prep for these than I was originally envisaging. Alright, I'll quickly flick to the outro. I really need to choose my projects for this vlog far better than I have been. So yeah, not a great deal of modelling actually done. There is an awful lot more prep on this model to be done than I was originally envisaging. Now yes, I think this is the first time I've done a kit from TT Combat. The feel of it is different to what I recall with other manufacturers. It's as if maybe the MDF is a little bit more dense, maybe it's a little bit thicker, certainly stiffer. It's certainly far more difficult to actually get off the sprue, and because of that, it's going to take a little bit longer. I had been hoping to get the whole set done this Christmas, but to be perfectly honest, I'm wondering whether or not it's going to be, you know, get this plaza done and then that's round about it, and move on to something else, because there's a load more stuff that I want to get done. But at least tomorrow I know exactly where I'm starting. That lot will be cleaned up, and it is going to be gluing that first section together. And to be perfectly honest, having a look at the rest of the kit, well, okay, the sort of seats are going to be a little bit on the fiddly side. The rest of it should go together reasonably okay. So yeah, that is what is going to be going on tomorrow. I'll leave it there for now. Hope you guys have a good day. Mine is almost complete. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Toodle pip.